Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Thursday, September 19th, General Hospital spoilers tease that Cyrus Renault paid Lulu Spencer a visit in her room and admitted he had some responsibility for her situation. But Cyrus fumed about Julian Jerome messing up the assignment and claimed Julian was actually the one who put Lulu in the coma. Cyrus planted a small flower next to Lulu after making some sort of prediction about her. After discovering that flower, Dante Falconeri arrived, became suspicious of strangers entering Lulu, and questioned the employees. Additionally, Dante went to Isaiah Gannon's room and said that he and Lulu were once married. There was discussion about Lucky Spencer and how, provided his drinking habits hadn't negatively impacted his liver, he would probably make a suitable transplant candidate. Later on, Cyrus paid Isaiah a visit because he enjoyed comforting the sick and carrying out the work of the Lord. After discovering that Lulu was Cyrus' niece, Isaiah made sports-related jokes with him. Jordan Ashford stopped Isaiah's talk with Cyrus at GH after getting him a burger and fries. Without further ado, Jordan threw Cyrus out and told Isaiah why he was a nasty guy. As Jordan delivered the takeaway and assisted Isaiah in finishing his fries, Elizabeth Baldwin informed Rick Lansing that their romance would not return. Liz intended to make that plain when they spoke at Bobby's. When it came to Liz, Rick was content to be simply buddies and accepted what he could get. Jocelyn brought over a basket of fries, which Liz and Rick ended up sharing because she prepared too much. Arriving uncomfortable, Giovanni Gio Palmieri apologized to Joss for telling her everything about Carly Spencer's meeting with Sonny Corinthos in the bedroom. Jocelyn expressed her displeasure with Carly's engagement with Sonny and reassured Gio that she wanted the updates. But Gio made Jocelyn realize that perhaps she needed to pull back and give Carly the freedom to make her own decisions. Upon arriving at the hospital, Rocco Falconeri informed Dante that he needed to see Lulu. In an attempt to get Rocco ready, Dante informed him that Lulu had been ill since he had last seen her. Before giving Lulu a pep talk and sharing some information about what was happening at school, Rocco kept her hand by her side. While Jen Sidwell and Holly Sutton were at a nightclub in Nairobi, he saw Anna Devane and Jason Morgan close by. Holly pretended to be envious and attempted to draw Sidwell's attention back to her when he implied he had never seen the woman in there before. Holly was spotted by Jason and Anna as well, and Anna became concerned about the prospect that Holly was a con artist and would only be interested in herself. Jason and Anna talked about their plans as they worked out how they would need to obtain Sidwell's phone and use the chip that Jack Brennan had given Anna. They might be able to discover Lucky with the help of the chip. While Anna handled the phone crisis, she pushed Jason to join the adjacent card game and keep Sidwell occupied. Soon after, Holly was approached by Anna, and she humbly confessed that Sidwell had no idea they were acquainted. Sidwell and Jason were seated at the card table when Jason spilled a drink on Sidwell, forcing him to take off his jacket. This allowed Anna the opportunity to take Sidwell's phone out of his pocket, but Holly caught her in the act and pursued her. Holly interrupted Anna as she attempted to replicate the chip, scolding her for using a phone that wasn't hers. Once they were back with Sidwell and Jason, they continued to up the ante at the card table. Sidwell made a suggestion that anyone who ignored their bets would face consequences. However, an employee in the vicinity revealed the weapon he had been hiding. Stay tuned as General Hospital teasers indicate that Sidwell and Jason's game is about to get much more perilous. Let me just address a couple things up front before we get started. First off, I'm aware that what I'm about to write will anger a great deal of people. But before they respond, I would like them to listen to me out and read the whole thing. After then, they are free to say anything they wish. It should be noted that I have been a fan of Kelly Monaco's since her stunning debut as Livy Locke, the Vampire Bride of Port Charles. The magic that she and Michael Easton generated is capable of launching 1,000 ships. And one of the worst mistakes that General Hospital has made, in my opinion, time and time again, is not making the most out of the Elizabeth Jason Sam triangle. Having said that, I support the alleged scheme to murder Sam. Let me explain why, while pitchforks are sharpened and torches are kindled. I really think that the 4 American soap operas that are still running have gotten far too comfortable. Popular figures or actors are considered sacred. Yes, we may acknowledge that our interest in the character has diminished. As is the case with most people who have been at the proverbial party too long, in certain instances it may even feel as though the actor or actress in question is kind of sorta wandering through the part. The main issue I have with contemporary soap operas is that they are so vulnerable to the whims, desires, and social media profiles of their followers that narrative is compromised in an effort to appease the masses, whether actual or imagined. However, when you look at some of the most well-known soap operas from England in particular and throughout the world in general, things become very different. Oftentimes, shocking character deaths happen. Furthermore, characters on soap operas like Hollyoaks and EastEnders typically stay dead once they pass away. It is practically impossible for the viewers to invest in deaths on General Hospital because almost every character has returned from the dead early, some of them even more than once. Deaths should elicit strong emotions from the viewer. Yes, it appears that Jagger was slain by General Hospital, sorry, John. Does it matter, though, if the majority of the audience despises the character? But killing off a character like Sam? That has the potential to be something really great if executed properly. People do, after all, adore Sam. The outcry following the rumored plot of the show to fire Scout's mother says it all. I am totally in favor of and comprehend the efforts made to overturn General Hospital's judgment. To be completely honest though, I wish the news hadn't leaked. Shocking shocks are my favorite kind of surprises, and they're not very common these days. Any given situation involving Sam's death could have been one of those instances that goes down in history. I've claimed for a long time that I prefer plots to couples or characters, even if this is rarely accepted. Like everyone else, I have my favorite character combinations and pairings. Above all, though, I am drawn to soap operas because they are fundamentally about stories of love, heartbreak, life, and yes, death. If General Hospital handles Sam's death well, viewers can end up with a tale they never forget. Sidwell's seat opens up, and Anna motions for Jason to take it. She says she'll come over, wish him luck, and take Sidwell's phone so she can take a picture of the chip. He must stay in the game long enough for her to replicate the contents of the phone, as she acknowledges that it will take some time. Regretfully, Jason is unable to take the seat before another woman does. Jordan offers Isaiah a treat, Liz establishes limits with Rick, and Dante and Rocco pay Lulu a visit today on General Hospital. Jordan orders Isaiah something from Bobby's because he believes Isaiah needs a vacation from hospital food. Joss takes her order, but before Jordan can pay, Joss adds that since Isaiah is assisting them in finding Lucky, both her and Isaiah's meals are free for years. With a thank you, Jordan walks out. It's Liz and Rick getting coffee. It's obvious from her that this is not a date. She recommends that he send the samples to several additional labs, and he thanks her for her assistance with Heather's lab results. In an attempt to move past coffee, he offers to buy her a lunch, but she tells him that their relationship won't work. Joss stops over with some free fries and coffee. Rick notices with dismay that she will take food from Joss but not from him. Liz has made it obvious where he stands with her and that any fries from him come with conditions. She reveals that her romance with Finn ended horribly and that she struggled to move on from Franco. Their troubled past doesn't seem well for them, and she doesn't want to experience that again. She replies that there isn't a shot for them later on when Rick asks if there isn't. He promises to honor her desires. In addition, he informs her that, aside from Molly, she is the only person for whom he has feelings of concern and for whom he would stop at nothing, including leaving her alone. Liz tells him it's all right if they become friends. Gio approaches Joss in the bar, asking to have a seat. She informs him, naturally. Gio wondered if she still felt that way about him. Even yet, she obeys his command. He expresses regret one more for informing her about Uncle Sonny and her mother. Though it wasn't the best news, Joss says he doesn't need to apologize and she's happy he informed her. Joss acknowledges that something is wrong between her mom and Sonny, but she is unsure of what is going on. Gio learns about the turmoil between Sonny, Nina, and her mother from Joss. He was unaware of it before. She isn't shocked because what she has heard about Sonny is positive. Despite the fact that she views Sonny and her mother's relationship as toxic, they are unable to avoid one another. Gio advises her not to let it since it drives her insane. She acknowledges his valid point and adds she will never understand her mother's decision to go back to Sunny, but it's hers to make. Dante presents himself as Lucky's former brother-in-law as he pays Isaiah a visit at the hospital. When Isaiah learned of Lulu's predicament, he vowed to move heaven and earth to help Lucky if he knew about it. When Dante questions Isaiah about Lucky, the physician describes how the two met and how Lucky became associated with Sidwell, the incident in which Lucky was captured while attempting to save him. Dante tells Isaiah about his son Rocco, who over the past few years has had to overcome adversity. Dante acknowledges that he has no idea if his visits with Lulu are beneficial. Isaiah informs him that he has had coma patients wake up remembering what was spoken to them, and he has had patients who can still remember the music he played during operations. He reveals that he performs transplants, thus Lucky ought to be a perfect fit. That is, assuming his prior drinking did not harm his liver. After seeing Lulu, Cyrus apologizes for not seeing her sooner. He says he's been making an effort to help people and be a better guy. Although he wishes he was a better fit for her, family never deserts one another. Cyrus never intended for this to occur, but he acknowledges that he shares some of the blame for her presence. It was Julian who made the mistake, and he deserves the responsibility. It's unfair, he claims, that she is torn between two realities. It's not organic. He swears he won't give up on her and that he will find a way to assist her. When Dante visits Lulu, he discovers a flower Cyrus left by her hand. After leaving, he approaches a nurse to inquire if he knows who left this flower, but she is unsure. He claims that since his ex-wife's health is vital, strangers shouldn't be entering or leaving her room. As Rocco exits the elevator, he sees his father. When Dante inquires as to why he is here, Rocco says he must see his mother. When Dante inquires about his route, Rocco replies that his dad was waiting for him while lying to say that a friend's mother had dropped him off. Dante claims he is not required to lie and that he may see his mother whenever he wants. Rocco acknowledges that he has been worrying more than normal and that he mistakenly believed his father didn't want him to see her. Dante assures his son that he is intelligent and has a right to be aware of what is happening. Dante informs Rocco that his mother is growing ill and that he should be ready. Rocco asks his father to accompany him inside to see her. They enter Lulu's chamber. While Jason and Anna travel to Africa in search of Lucky, Rocco sits by his mother and begs her to hang on and asks her to use part of his strength if necessary. Dante advises him to inform his mother about school, and he complies. When Cyrus visits Isaiah, he discovers that he is awake, unlike the last time he was there. Cyrus clarifies that he is simply a spiritual person, but Isaiah believes he is the hospital chaplain. He says, "I just got back from seeing my niece, Lulu." When Jordan shows up, he tells Cyrus about his sister, the mayor, and wants him to go. He walks out. Isaiah queries the purpose of that. Jordan informs Isaiah that he has bad news and provides a quick overview of Cyrus' past. She brings him a sack, and he smells something delicious coming from it. They share some fries as she settles in. He refers to her as a Wonder Woman and claims he owes her more than just his life. Holly and Sidwell arrive at a fancy club in Africa. It won't be long until they head to Dubai, so he praises her for enduring the subpar surroundings here. Holly comments that for a quick trip, he chose a really nice place. When Jason and Anna show up, Sidwell notices Anna. Surrounded by gaming tables, Anna and Jason take a seat at a table. When Sidwell is spotted, Jason and Anna are shocked to see that Holly is with him. She remarks that Holly's involvement with Sidwell is very typical of her. Jason believes Holly's situation may be fortunate, but Anna asserts that Holly wants to assist herself above anything else. At the end of the day, Anna says Holly is a con artist, and this is probably a con as well. Jason questions whether she is aware of Lucky's whereabouts. A place comes up, so Anna says she might try hitting the tables. Sidwell, meantime, wants to have Anna and Jason over because he finds them intriguing. Holly expresses her desire not to share Jason with anyone tonight when she eventually gets to see Anna and him. Before Anna and Jason can take it, Sidwell slides in as Holly observes a space at the table opening. Jason and Anna are still talking, and Anna predicts that Holly's presence will keep things lively. Jason offers an alternative plan of action, stating that they have to obtain Sidwell's phone. Anna believes she can replicate the chip in Brennan's phone using the gadget he provided her. They watch as Sidwell tucks his phone in his jacket pocket and answers a message. Jason thinks this is their opportunity. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.